What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Today is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a fun day. I've never done it before, so in case you can't tell from the thumbnail, we are putting tubeless tires on my bike. Well, redoing them. They are tubeless from when I got them, but I had to get new tires. If you saw my last video, I got it flat on the way down. I did not bring a tube on the trail. Horrible mistake, but it was time to get some new tires. And if you can't tell, I did take them off my rear tire so I could check the tape on the rim to see the condition that it's in, and you're not going to believe what I found as soon as I took off the tire. Before we start the video, I want to thank everybody for showing up. If you could, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps our channels that are lower subscriber counts and lower view counts. It helps us grow with every like and every comment. It makes it a little bit more easier in the YouTube algorithm for our videos to be found. So for those who already do it, I do appreciate it, and for those who are doing it on this video, thank you very much. Let's take a look at all the gear that I got. So we are doing this outside today because I do not have control of all the light in my apartment, and I cannot make it bright enough and direct the light correctly to make it look like a better video. So we're outside. It's kind of cloudy, so I think that the clouds are going to help us out as being a diffuser for the sun, and hopefully there's not going to be any rain, although it does feel like it is pretty chilly out. So let's take a look at everything that we have. So I have just some gloves, BKXC Painted Pleasure. These are old, so it's kind of cold out. I wanted new gloves. I wanted to wear gloves when I was doing it. We have E13 valves. I got these because they do have a valve stem remover as a cap. We have Stan's no tubes. I ended up getting the larger container. I think this is 32 ounces because I do have mid-fat tires, but what I was reading online, they recommend us using about 3 to 4 ounces for mid-fat tires. I picked this up right here. This is just a no-name brand Sealant Injector. It comes with, you can see there on the side, you have the 2 tubes that you can use so that you can insert the fluid via the valve stem, which is going to be great. Obviously, we have our tire levers, we have alcohol to clean the tape off, we have soapy water for when we're putting the tires on, and then we have our maxes. We went with DHR2 for the front and back. I'm very excited. Look at the packaging that they send each rim in. It's like a backpack or something, which is awesome because I'm going to use it for bike parts when they're storing, maybe not bike parts, but I'll use it for like all my bike bags for when I go camping and stuff. So, and then besides that, we do have a foot pump, not a foot pump, but a high velocity pump. It's made for road bikes and mountain bikes, so I'll be able to get more pressure when I do pop the bead. And then we look at that. Look at that. That right there is all the old fluid. It turned to a solid. It's absolutely doing nothing at all to seal. I mean, you can see it's like kind of sealed right there, but that's what happens to your fluid over time if you do not replace it. So from my understanding, we're supposed to be looking at our fluid every 4 to 6 months. I've never known that. That's a new thing to me. So what do you guys think? Do you guys check it every 6 months? Do you go once a season? Let me know in the comment section below so that we can figure this out together, so that I don't run into the problems that I ran into with this setup. So besides the tire being completely trash, I took a look at the rim tape, and it does look like it's in very good condition still. This is a synchronous rim tape. I really wasn't sure if I wanted to pull it off or not and put new tape on, but I decided when I took a look at it that some alcohol would clean it up very well. So that's what we're going to do. So I hope you guys like my wash station. I built it off of Global Mountain Biking. Blake built it, and the wood that I had available was not sturdy enough, so there's extra bracing absolutely everywhere, all over this thing, but it gets the job done. It's completely ugly. My wife hates the way it looks, but it's in the backyard, and it's functional. It's not feng shui for sure. So all right, so in the back I do have a spacer that came with my brake kit, so that if you do take your tires off, you can put a spacer in between it, so you don't lock up your pistons on your brakes. So it's like it blocks it in case you accidentally push it, because it is hydraulic fluid. So if you compress the pistons all the way together, to get them out, you probably need to release a valve and push some air back out. I'm not sure. All I know is that they told me if you're taking off your front tire or your back tire, put the spacer in because it'll save you a lot of headaches. So that's exactly what I did. All right, so you could tell that these tires are very, very old. From my understanding, I saw this online when I was talking to some people about tires that I was interested in buying. They said that if you buy Maxxis tires, if the consumer buys them, they come in yellow for the Maxxis emblem. If they are white, that means that they are factory. Now, I hope not, because this is a 2017, so that means that these tires are nearly 3 years old. So let's hope that he is wrong, but he might not be, because when I purchased my tires, they did come in yellow. But I like the Maxxis yellow, so we're gonna let out the air first. I'm assuming that this is going to be kind of the same setup as the back tire. There's gonna be just a ton of dry fluid in there. Oh, that's right, we have a valve stem remover. That's gonna be cool. We'll take that out. Look at these, are very fresh. E13s that was recommended from a buddy of mine. I'm pumped. Let's try this out. I'm not sure how these work, and I am not going to figure it out. We're just gonna release the pressure, and that's working. All right. All right, there we go. We're gonna try to pop that bead. Wow. Yep, and the same thing as the other tire. It is completely a solid. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that is definitely a solid now. We're just using just a washcloth because the liquid has turned to a solid, and there's really not a lot of cleaning up that we have to do, but we are gonna spray it down and wipe it with alcohol, just to get any or a lot of the old debris out. So everything that you guys see me doing right now has been discussed in groups and forums and with friends to make it happen. Oop, don't wanna bend that. I do wish that I had like a truing stand. That would be nice. A truing stand somewhere where I could put tires and wheels together would be a nice addition, but that will be coming in the near future, which is kind of sucks. I'd like to have it now, right? Right, it's just a heads up before we finish this video. I did mention it before in another video that I am using exclusively the GoPro Hero 8 with no gimbal. When I go to bike parks this year, we're going to ride with it on our helmets, and we're riding with just the chesty and the gimbal. I mean, with no gimbal, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So this is shot with a GoPro as well in linear mode at 4K 24 frames. So I just wanted to point that out in case you guys are wondering if I use a different camera, or if you should even use a different or even if you should use a different camera. I think that the GoPro Hero 8 is pretty significant for all, you know, uses that we have on YouTube. So that would be nice to replace that. We will hopefully do hubs at some point. So a couple imperfections on the wheels, nothing like too bad. It looks like a little ding and dent right there. Other than that, I think they were pretty good. I do not see myself buying rims anytime soon, so we will knock that right out of our mind. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to put in our valve stem. Right, it's the next step. All right. Okay, so that's got to go like that. Right. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see, the E13. Well, I'm assuming all tubeless tire valve stems have this little O-ring that is beveled. Oh no, I just felt raindrops. Oh no. All right, we gotta hurry up. It's beveled right there. So you put that in to where the bevel fits into the grooves. As you can see, I hope you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it fits in like that, and that's just gonna give it a better seal. The O-ring goes on the outside, according to what I've read so far. I did read. Obviously you want to read as much as you can when it comes to doing something for the first time. So then these, that looks weird. It might go on the outside. I'm honestly, I'm not sure, but I feel like the rain is coming. and that sucks because I have a ton of stuff. So I feel like that does go on the outside because it looks pretty secured in there. You can see that. I will say though, if it does start raining, we are going to be pausing this video and finishing it tomorrow because I'm gonna have to run in and get everything out of the rain. So, we got half the video started and we will finish the rest of the video when it stops raining, but I need to get everything inside before it starts raining. All right, so we are back day 2 into this process of putting tires on. Grab the rim real quick. So you can see it's absolutely beautiful out today. I was kind of worried that it was going to be a little windy, but we have it in our favor for now, so we're going to get at it. So I rewashed the wheel down with isopropyl alcohol, and we installed the valve stem, the E13 valve stem. The reason I got these was because there is a valve stem remover on one of the caps, and one of my buddies told me about it, and it seemed to be one of those things that would be nice to have it if you needed it. So loosen up the valve stem and pull that out. So I guess we don't really have to pull it out just yet, but I put the O-ring on right there. I looked at some of other valve stems online that didn't have the O-ring, so it's just nice that it's got that extra bit of seal. You can see right down there at the bottom, nice and snug. So we're gonna put the tire on now. Should be directional, which means that they are on backwards. Nice. Oh, there it is. Nice. So I was told to try to push these out a little bit. So we're gonna do something else too that I feel like these are not wide enough. 2.8s, mid-fats, that's what we're riding. I guess it's just because they're not inflated. So a buddy of mine told me to spray it with soapy water, which I have soapy water in my little spray bottle, and this is going to help the bead pop. Is it? I don't know, maybe. Oh. Oh, that was rough. Good, nice. Oh, got it. Now we gotta add fluid. It said between 3 and 4 ounces of sealant in mid-fat tires. So we have our stands, no tubes, tire sealant. All right, it doesn't say that we need to shake it up or anything, but I'm gonna do a little shaking. So this injector that I got holds up to 2 ounces, so we're gonna do 2 full injections of it. It's got a nice little shutoff valve, and it's got 2 hoses, which is very nice, and it actually has a valve stem remover that comes with it as well, but we don't need that because we bought one where the cap is the valve stem remover. All right, so the best thing about this is that it just kind of screws together if you put the right end in. So that screws into that without cross-threading it like I almost did. And then, do we need a shut off? We don't need the shut off. So we'll take this one like that. So we're gonna do 4 ounces. This one holds 2. So we'll just do it twice. If my math is correct. So maybe we should have our towel nearby. Maybe that would help in case we make a little bit of a mess. So we'll bring this right to the bottom. Put that right in there. And just like that. It's not bad. Very, no mess. Well, a little mess. So there is 2 ounces. Kind of looks like milk. Oop, I'm spilling some again. I was just priding myself on not making a mess, and there we go. All right. So we have 4 ounces in. Put our cap on just in case. Kick it over, because that is something that we would do. All right, before I do anything, I'm gonna put the valve stem back in. It just seems to be the adult thing to do. Okay, so in case you have E13 valve stems and you don't know, this valve cap has inserts in it and it's kind of squared off. You probably can't see because we're shooting on a GoPro, but let me wipe off my mess. The valve stem has a flat surface on 2 sides of it. Jeez. All right, so the valve stem has a flat surface around it so that we can grip it with this and tighten it down. And you just want it to be snug, from my understanding. There's no need to hero it. There we go. Make sure that's snug, right? So valve stem is closed. I'm just gonna spin this like this and try to get the fluid to circulate around. From what I'm being told, this is what we should be doing now. All right, and then now we're gonna pump it up. We already popped the bead. On it, so it's good. So we just have to add air, and then maybe we'll be getting onto the front tire, which would be nice. Oh my god, and of course this doesn't reach. My pump does not have a long enough hose. My tire pressure usually does change depending on what I'm doing. I'm going to set them both to 20 for now. I can see some sealant coming out. It is holding air. So I did have a little bit of discharge. See if I can find it. Right up here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It does look like the bead is stuck. So maybe there was just a little bit something in between here, the rim and the tire. So I mean, everything is consistent. The line on the tire that goes all the way around on both sides seems to be very consistent all the way around. It's holding air. I don't hear anything. One thing that I did learn as a mechanic for all the 2 years that I was a mechanic was that you can take soapy water, you can go around the whole entire rim, and it'll bubble up if there are any air leaks. So it's not going to hurt just to double check it. Alright, so we let that go for a couple seconds. Alright. Nothing on that side. No bubbling at all. That's a good sign. Let's get onto the front tire. I don't know why this is fitting so much easier than last time. Okay, so last time we're going to check this. Look for the rotation marker. Says it's supposed to be going like this. Brake is on the left side, caliper's on the left side. Now it's time to pop the bead, which is arguably the worst part of the whole entire thing. But we have our trusty valve stem remover cap. So before we finish the video, I do want to let everybody know that I personally messed up. My front tire is all done, but I do have to take the rear tire off again. The E13 valve stems have a Allen head hole on the inside that you put an Allen key into to tighten it up. I took the whole thing apart, ended up seeing that it was just loose and it needed to be tightened. I was kind of worried that I'd have to add more tape to it, but it didn't. It worked out pretty good. So I retightened the front. Only lost, I don't know if you can see it right here on the ground, I lost about an ounce, so I put another ounce in there. It says between 3 and 4. If I lost an ounce and a half, then I'm at 3.5. I think that it'll be fine for now. A lot of bikes use like 1 or 2 ounces. Some people say put a ton, you know, fat bikes use like 5 or 6 ounces. So I think that I'm just gonna play it by ear and see how it goes, and if I have to add any more, I've already popped the bead on the front one. So I can add more later, but I do have to take the back off now, and I have to take the whole tire off, try not to lose any fluid, actually, you know what, I might not have to take the whole entire thing off. I might be able to just pop it back over the valve stem and be able to tighten it, get half turns with an Allen key. I think I'm going to try that instead of taking the whole entire thing off. It was easy popping the bead with the fluid in it. The hardest part was lining up the rim with the tire with the fluid in the bottom. So try not to spill it. I spilled about an ounce, and then I'm just gonna have to come in with the hose and clean it all up so the dog doesn't. So I'm not gonna bore you guys going back to the rear wheel. We pretty much got everything that we needed out of this whole entire video. You saw the struggles that I went through. Hopefully you don't go through those struggles. Remember, directional tires are directional. Okay, I guess that is pretty self-explanatory. Tighten down your valve stems and use the right tools. The syringe was a very clean job until I made it a mess myself, and the tires look absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to get out on the trails with these. I did get an email today. Highland Bike Park's opening day got pushed back a month, but I have a date to look at because of this COVID-19. It is, I think, May 28th is opening day, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to Thunder Mountain. So both of those are going to be underneath these tires for sure. So I'm gonna get back at this, and until next time guys, have a good one, and thank you for watching. Peace.